From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. All the success in New England over the last few decades, and this crowd has never been more enthusiastic. A moment ago, the Pats emerged from their locker room. They are set as they'll square off with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Wait, set, flag, 20. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, tackle.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Well, there's no shortage of great young runners in the NFL, but don't forget about that guy, Sony Michel. First-round pick in 2018. Almost hit 1,000 yards as a rookie, 931 to be exact, to go along with 6 scores for the former Georgia Bulldog.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Brady hitting Dorsett complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 34-yard line. That time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Brady now on first down to Michel on the screen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Brady's throw there complete, and they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1. And they will run it with Michel. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Here's Damian Harris, 3rd-rounder from Alabama. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Nifty move. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's the man who's led the league in rushing twice in 3 seasons, Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 35. And a Cowboy 1st down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots' 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Check it out, 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Check. Check. Hot route. Hot.
Prescott to throw it. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Looking back to Cooper's numbers from last year after that trade, he ended up playing 9 games with the Cowboys in 2018. 725 yards, 6 scores. Also had the 100-yard game in the playoffs against the Rams. And if you add up the numbers between the 2 teams last year, he was over 1,000 for the 3rd time. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Brady. On the crossing route. He hits Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
At the 46-yard line.
7-7, our score after 1. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Wait, 20. Mike's by 4. No gain on this defense, no gain. Hey, Alabama.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And an alley to run. And he'll go out of bounds finally at the 7. A big-time run there by Sony Michel. 47 yards on the ground.
Another Patriots first down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Get the ball right here, let's go. Shoot. Shadow. Kill. Rip.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Here we go. Score it in. I'm going to run you over. Here we go. 46. Mike's 50. 26. Silver. Mike's 50. 26.
Throwing on 2nd down. Prescott. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Sled. Whip. Watch the whip.
Prescott on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. Oh, he finds his running back open downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Here we go. Score it in. Mike is a 15. Check Mike 15. Exit. 26.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think to last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swaim, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Check to we're going to 54. 1-8.
Prescott yet again. He's got the first down inside the 10 and down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Patriots have it.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that's scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. They'll run with Michelle. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He hits his target, left side, Watson. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
50-52.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
We talk about setting a tone or beginning a drive. That run was absolutely textbook. I'm telling you, partner, now they're not just thinking about an easy drive. They're thinking about maybe taking it downfield.
Yeah, started at their 2. Now they've got a heavy amount of breathing room. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And a Cowboy 1st down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Let's go, D.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Flushed out right. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. To throw again on second down, Prescott. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here at half number 1. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go, 46.
Prescott looks to throw on first, eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
You can't block me. 47. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 50. Mike 50. Watch the backer. Watch the backer. SOS. 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 26.
On second down, Prescott again. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. On play action, Prescott. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
Sack, baby. Sack.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken short. Pushes him over. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he loses the football a second time. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And it's Michel once again. And an alley to run. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 yards there, 1st down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Brady going to throw, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Benjamin Watson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Patriots. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and it's now 21-7. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st down, Cowboys.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it. Kill. 26. There we go, kill. 26.
Here's Prescott. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
There we go. Check back. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. Check. 4 down. Watch twist. Rush in. Hey, kill. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott rolling to his right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Throwing. Prescott. This one caught left side by Cooper. A good-looking drive for the Cowboys so far. It's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And it's caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Slam, slam, slam.
Now here's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
They're not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. Way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Michel. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down at about the length of the football.
Brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back.
4 down. Check.
Now Brady. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. Here's Austin. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Last year, Dak Prescott had 3 fourth-quarter comebacks, and he's in search of another one right now. A second down throw for Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. First down, Prescott. That's complete to Cobb. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So first and 10 now from the 30. To the air again, Prescott. Forced it. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the clear. 30, 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a two-possession game. It is a two-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Well, no doubt here in the fourth quarter, this is a huge defensive series.
Hey, they can read the scoreboard. They realize if they give up a field goal here, this game might be out of reach. They understand the stakes and are playing accordingly.
Check, 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 check. Check, nickel, nickel, nickel. Check, flag.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as he'll stop him well short of the yellow line. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down.
How about the fellas with the stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense? We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance. And to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Prescott down. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. John Simon in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go, 47. Hey, we got Mike 50, huh? I don't think you got me 50.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. He's got his target. It's Cobb. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
Here we go. 53, Mike. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Prescott on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Prescott to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's third down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
I'm coming after you. Here we go, kill.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So now with a little over 2 minutes to play, the road back gets very difficult.
Difficult, but still not impossible if they go ahead and play this thing out. Now the defense has to come up big. They've got to go for a strip of the football on each and every snap to try and give themselves a chance.
Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike, hey, 66.
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go. Pick it up, P. Big dance. Come.
They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, and tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Hey, box truck. Mike 5-4. Check Mike. 150.
On play action, it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Michelle, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Wait, set. Ready?
54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Sugar.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Joker.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Prescott escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down.
He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Prescott to throw on 4th. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Wait, set. 53.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Pats, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Dallas, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas.